everyone. Now the last topic of this chapter is abnormal molar masses. Now the various relations which we have derived from the colligative properties, that was applicable only to the non-electrolytes. It means it should not go association or dissociation. But what happens if we add the electrolyte solute in the given solvent? Then either it will go dissociation or association. For example, if we take KCl as a solute, now KCl will dissociate into K positive and Cl negative. Now the number of particles will increase. So if the number of particles will increase, as colligative property depends upon the number of particles, so the value of colligative property will also increase. On the other hand, if we take some solute which undergoes association, or we can say dimer, so what will happen? It will associate. Now the number of particles decreases. If the number of particles decreases, so as a result colligative property also decreases. Now the colligative properties was found to be inversely proportional to the molecular masses as derived from the formulas. So it means if colligative property increases, so molecular masses decreases, and here the molecular masses increases. Now this is known as abnormal molar masses, that when the molar mass of the substance determined by studying any of the colligative property comes out to be different due to association or dissociation, then the theoretically expected value, the molar mass, is said to be abnormal molar mass. And the reason behind this, either the solute which we have added undergoes dissociation or association, and the third one is if the solution is not ideal, it means it is not diluted solution. So for that, the extent of association or dissociation was given by the scientist Van 't Hoff, which has given Van 't Hoff factor denoted by I, which is equal to experimental value of colligative property, calculated value of colligative property, or it can also be written I is equal to observed colligative property value upon normal colligative property value, and further it can be written as normal molecular mass upon observed molecular mass. So this is how you can calculate the extent of association or dissociation given in the solution. The modified expressions of the colligative properties for the substances undergoing association or dissociation is: number 1, relative lowering in vapor pressure now can be written as P naught minus Ts upon P naught I into X2. Second was osmotic pressure, so now it can be written as pi is equal to I into CRT. Third is elevation in boiling point, which is now written as delta TB is equal to I into KB into M. And fourth one is the pressure in freezing point, delta TF is equal to I into KF into small m. Now these are the modified expressions for the solute which undergoes association or dissociation. Now we will see that how to calculate the extent of association or dissociation in a given solute. So for example, I have taken KCl which is undergoing dissociation. So at starting we have taken its 1 mole. So it will be 0, 0. After some time, alpha moles has been dissociated. So it is left with 1 minus alpha. So total moles observed was 1 minus alpha plus alpha plus alpha. Total moles observed. And what was the normal value of mole? That was 1. So according to the formula, I is equal to observed value upon normal value. So So here we get I is equal to 1 plus alpha, or alpha is equal to I minus 1. This is the degree of dissociation of the solute. Now for the association, we will take the 1 mole at the starting. Alpha by 2 has been dissociated, so it will left with 1 minus alpha. So now total number of moles comes out to be equal to 1 minus alpha plus alpha by 2, which can further be written as 1 minus alpha by 2. And the normal moles which we have taken in starting, it was 1. So I will be equal to 1 minus alpha by 2 over 1. Or we can get alpha is equal to 2 into 1 minus I. So this is how we calculate the number of particles associated or dissociated in case of the electrolyte solute. Now let's see the numerical related to the abnormal molar masses. Now it is given that determine the osmotic pressure, that is pi, for a solution prepared by dissolving 25 grams of K2SO4. It means W2 is given 25 grams. In 2 liters of water, volume is given 2 liters at 25 degrees Celsius, which is equal to 298 Kelvin. For the molar mass is given M2, which is 174, and R is also given 0.0821. Now how will you check that the question is accordance with the Van der Waals factor or not? Now you will see the type of solute you are using. If it can be dissociated or associated, then you will use the value of I. Otherwise, the formula will remain the same as we have done in colligative property. Now the solute is given K2SO4, and now we know very well that K2SO4 can be dissociated into 2K positive plus 1 SO4 2 negative. So total number of particles comes out to be 3. Now the formula will be pi is equal to I into C into R into T. Now I is 3. This is molarity, number of moles upon volume, into R into temperature. Number of moles further equal to given mass over molar mass into volume. And now you will solve it and you will get the answer. Clear? Now the numericals which you will be doing, it depends upon the type of solute you are using. Now you have to check that solute is electrolyte or non-electrolyte. Clear? If it is electrolyte, then you have to use the value of I, otherwise the whole numerical will be wrong. Thank you.